Right now, MMS Dodo Series will kick off the Friday night and to start the weekend for what will be two action-packed races tonight. Starting with MMS Donators, followed by regular MMS. As Cameron Craighead takes to the track already. 8 minutes to post-day lap, and of course, everybody's pretty much everybody's getting a feel for the track already. They've already got a feel for it, know what to expect with these Gen 6 cars. A lot of freedom, a lot of anticipation. 40 quick laps tonight for both races. Should be a great one. Right now, Cameron looking to set the standard. Justin Millicar rolling out onto the racetrack now. A lot of you know Millicar from the Midnight Racing League. And at the line, Craighead's lap 25.6 across the board to 51.176. That'll set the bar. Already a 51-1, so you can expect the mid to low 49s during race pace, I would think. There you see Justin Millicar. Of course, Midnight Racing League, if I'm not mistaken, they will go to Talladega Super Speedway tomorrow night for the Super Speedway Series, the last chance for the playoffs in that league. Yep, October 5th. Yep. Well, Millicar getting practice in nonetheless. Right now, 6.5 minutes remaining to post a lap. Yesterday's HGR winner, John Ward, is in the field tonight. Only 10 cars for this race, but ultimately, what it's going to boil down to is, everybody, the main event's going to be coming up just about following the conclusion of this race, where you will see the pros, veterans, and up-and-coming drivers trying to make their name in the iRacing Money League series and communities. And Millicar's lap, a 168.42. Of course, that's what everybody likes to see. This pretty much gives, this and HGR pretty much gives them up-and-comers a chance to run with some of the veterans. Guys been doing it a while, and pretty much give them the chance, the opportunity to kind of hone the skills, hone the craft necessary. From there, they can go on and, dominate, regular MMS or PGR. Right now, Sean Corbett up next. Trying to make a bid for the top spot. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Corbett not going to waste no time. Right now, 210 drivers still on the list. Still time for some other drivers to step up to the plate, get their payments in, get entered, have a spot in the race, whether you get to the qualifier or not. Yeah, right now, Corbett on track to knock off Justin Millicar from the front row. He's had a great first half of the racetrack. Now he's got to really execute turns 3 and 4 and off to the travel. The travel very crucial in how much time you gain. Well, you see Sean Corbett below the apron. And at the line, Corbett slap. And, well, you just mentioned it, a 51.881. I believe his late entry into the cutting the travel cost him a little bit of time when the car bottomed out. Regardless, nothing he can do about it now. It will be third quickest. That's Hunter Hastings. Rolls out onto the racetrack. Right now, Hastings will start his lap now. Well, just under 2 minutes remaining for any of the other 6 drivers to make an attempt to qualify for this race. If they don't, they will start where our racing selects them to. Well, Hastings needs a gain. Really have a shot at Justin Millicar's time. It's going to cut the apron a little bit earlier than Sean Corbett did. We're going to see how that helps. The 5, you can see it really fighting the wheel, going over the bumps to the trouble, and at the line, it is slower in 183 for Hunter Hastings. Well, just under a minute or 2 minutes remaining now. With that being said, of course, drivers who have not qualified yet: Richard Elliott, Ken McCullough, Danny Barnes, Jordan Savage, Justin Johnson, and John Ward. Again, Miller Carr on top, followed by Cameron Craighead, Sean Corbett, Hunter Hastings. That is the top 4. Oh, well, we're at. See if we can't talk to the man himself. Justin Miller Carr, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, used to talking to you on Saturday nights around midnight. A little bit early tonight, but pretty fast lap. Was the 48 got or the 84 got tonight that you feel like can be the key benefactor, and are you using anything you learned tonight to put towards tomorrow night?
I mean, it's 2 different cars, but I'm just here, have fun. I don't really have teammates, so I'm just kind of riding around. But I've done pretty well so far this week, so I think I'm up like a couple, like 100 or so bucks, so not bad. But yeah, I look forward to it.
But I do want to ask you, what can we, this short of a field tonight, what can we expect out of the 84 strategy-wise, strategic-wise? Is there anything that you approach different to this type of race with such a small field and a 40-lap shootout?
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot of people in here that are going to be working together and whatnot, and I wouldn't say that I am close to anyone in this field, so yeah, I had a little bit of a disadvantage. Might just hang around, chill out here. It's going to be hard to win for sure, but uh, should be able, hopefully, to kind of get away from the pack with the green flag pit stop. We'll see, though. I mean, it's going to be a fun one for sure. Hopefully not a lot of crashing, because we should just try and make it to the pit stops usually, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, but nonetheless, all right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Let you get down and get gritted. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Justin Millicar on pole for tonight. Well, of course, coming off of a great run last night. Matter of fact, for the first time in his 5th attempt, won the JW Pace Graphics pre-spin bonus. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins, yet again. Got a copy, buddy?
I got you, Garrett.
Well, coming off of a big win last night in the HGR event, you walk into the night in a very similar situation. Matter of fact, same amount of cars, same starting spot, same teammates. This is kind of a sign of things to come here.
Yeah, we're gonna see. That's for sure. We try to do a good job. There ain't that many, so it should be exciting.
Buddy, I want to ask you one or two things. One, how many pit stops do you think we can expect if it's just one and done deal? And how will this short of field with ever how many pit stops we have, how is this going to determine how John Ward runs this race tonight?
Yeah, 13 gallons, so it's probably gonna be maybe a one-stop race, at least one. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't have to save any, but I'm just gonna try to run my race, have a good pit stop, and try to stay with them there. Try to stay in the lead draft at the end. We'll see what we can do.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we talk to you at the end of this thing. Who knows? Probably back in victory lane for the second night in a row.
Heck yeah, if I'm talking to you at the end, then that's real good.
Hell yeah. All right, buddy. Best of luck to you.
You got it.
Well, as you look over to Talladega International Speedway, Super Speedway, might I add. Excuse me. Still suffering from the flu a little bit and getting over the cough. The starting grid for tonight. 40 laps. Quick, painless, and to the point. Justin Millicar, Cameron Craighead first and second. Row 2, Sean Corbett, Hunter Hasty. Row 3, Joey Savage, Richard Elliott. Row 4, John Ward, just talking to him, and Kenna McCullough trying to return to victory lane. To round out the field, Danny Barnes and Justin Millicar will round out the field tonight. Well, this is kind of the prelude to the main event. Regular MMS on deck immediately following this race. Not going to want to miss it. I know I'm not, because I'm going to be here to broadcast it. That is the plan for Friday night to enter the weekend. Pace car in this time. Millicar and Craig will bring them down to United Reynolds restart zone. 40 lap shootout, race 1 of 2. Let's get it started. All right, delayed yellow. Or delayed start nonetheless. Who is in the pits? Hunter Hastings. Okay. So, typical start here. Simple. They'll get going on the back straightaway. They're going to allow Hunter Hastings to get, lined up ready. They will not delay the green. They're more than likely going to go right off for turn 2, and we'll get started. All right. The car's rolling. Now we're underway. Right now, Craig Elliott trying to work on the outside lane. Corbett pushing Millicar. You see Millicar right now only running 3/4 throttle at the moment, but still getting a great push down the front straightaway. Give it to Millicar and lead the first lap. Right now, Craig will work with Richard Elliott, John Ward, Kenna McCullough, Justin Johnson, Hunter Hastings on the outside lane. Elliott thought about going 3 wide. Gets the door slammed on him, and then slams the door on Ward. But you'll see with these cars, a lot of freedom. Not confined to a pack. You can make moves. They're very short bursts. But you can make moves and work with it. Just been on the draft. Again, very critical thinking here. And how you work the draft as Millicar continues to lead the outside. Oh, Johnson in the back. Him and Hastings came together and caution is out. Already. Man. Well, we saw it right before the camera went out of frame. We'll rewind it and look at it here. Justin comes up, just a miscalculation, a hell of a save by Hunter Hastings, but nonetheless, warrants enough for a caution to come out. And just like that, well, knew it weren't going to be easy to start off with, but it is what it is. Well, you'll probably see a lot of drivers come in and pit this time. The more that they can push back these, the more the cautious they are, the more the strategy keeps getting dumped on its head. They'll be able to pit, push the fuel in the back, and get enough caution to enough laps. They can more than likely save it. We'll see how the field dictates it here. There you see it. What's up, Arbor? I know, I do too. Right now, Millicor will be in, along with everybody else. See who wins the race off of pit road. Justin Millicor, single-handedly pretty much. Cameron Craig second, Ward, Corbett, Danny Barnes will round out the top 5. While we got a moment here. Hunter Hastings, Garrett Jigs up here, broadcast booth guy. Copy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, is it talent, luck, or a little bit of both to save a race car that's about 90 degrees dead sideways?
All luck. A little bit of help with 210.
A little bit of help. But is this going to affect how the 5 handles the rest of the race, or will it just be business as usual? Pretty much put it in the back of your mind and keep on going with it.
Oh, back of my mind. I only had 11 seconds of damage. It's all fixed now.
Yeah, that's all it gave you.
That's it. I'm surprised.
I am too. I thought it was going to be more than that. But, all right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. Let you get ready for this restart. And hopefully we'll talk to you still at the end of this thing. Watch out for old Justin.
Let's hope. I'll try.
All right, buddy.
You have a good one.
You too. Well, Richard Elliott will be back in this time. Top off a little bit more fuel to re-rack the field. Justin Millicard, Cameron Craighead, John Ward, Sean Corbett, Danny Barnes, Justin Johnson, Joey Masavage, Kevin McCullough, Hunter Hastings, and of course Richard Elliott back in the pits. Topping off with some fuel and be down the way. Of course, right now, track temperature for tonight, 92 degrees. Not terrible, not ridiculously high. A little bit of grip left in the track is going to kind of affect how that third lane will work. And of course, rest assured, we get down to the end of the race here. Drivers will attempt to try that third lane. Really, the dominant line is right where Millicar and Corbett, all of them are running right now. That middle lane gets such a great run, especially when you put the cars right on the right rear quarter panel and the car to your inside. Not the best representation of this would be. We're going to get rid of that real quick. I can't find a good example through here. Right here, about where Justin Johnson is at. If you could put that bumper right there on that quarter panel, left side to right side, the side draft will immediately stall out that bottom lane. That's where you really see the runs that are really generated. As Justin Johnson falls to the back here, receiving the EOL penalty. As Millicar and Craighead will bring them down. 35 laps to go for Talladega into the United Rentals restart zone. Let's try it again. Right now, Millicar off to a great start. Corbett kind of caught sleep on the outside lane. His teammate Ward would jump up to the outside lane. Right now, Ward's going to give a bump to the 84 of Millicar. Craighead, Barnes, Savage, and Hastings going to try to work that bottom lane. Right now, majority goes up to the outside lane, as where these cars normally like to run. John Ward immediately down to the bottom of Corbett. But no surprise, the winner from last night in HGR, John Ward out front. Ward, Corbett, side by side for second now. Craig on the bottom with Danny Barnes, but Savage trying to work that middle lane. Right now, you're wondering how the third lane will work. Right now, majority in their favor. That side of the third lane really is able to actually be dominant right now, as Hastings will jump up with Johnson. With Danny Barnes and Craig need to hurry up and jump to the outside lane, as does the Savage. But as big a burst that these cars get when they get a run is extremely easy to lose the draft. You can see it right back there. Right on board with the back of Hunter Hastings. There you see the gap. Well, give or take just about half a second, but here comes Justin Johnson able to get back with it. Right now, Justin's going to get a great run down the back straightaway. You go here, he's going to feather the gas, does not want to make the move. He knows for a fact if he did, well, I was going to say nobody go with him, but Cameron Craig had the odd man out and Hastings down to the bottom. Now Justin Johnson goes with him. Thinks better of it, back to the outside. As right now, John Ward continues to lead. Just another car. Well, scratched what I was about to say. Danny Barnes, fastest lap of the race, 47.641. For the man right now running in 10th spot. Right now, see Corbett loose all over the place. Here about in that 45. Right now, is the Dega Pros 1-2. With Ward and Corbett out front. Justin Millicar running third. McKenna McCullough, Richard Elliott for MMS, the top 5. Well, McCullough, Elliott, Johnson, and Danny Barnes, the other MMS driver involved in this equation, immediately dropping down to the bottom. A little bit too wide action for the lead. Here comes Kenneth McCullough. Bullets will get in the push. They'll go 3 wide yet again. Ward continuing to lead. 30 laps to go and get to the line. Still 3 by 3 with Millicar and Savage in the middle. Right now, you see the Creek head off the wall just a little bit. No harm, no foul. Him and Hastings still say single foul right next up. Notice how Cameron's dipping. Trying to get just a little bit that right rear off Sean Corbett's car. Enough to bring him back. Now here comes the run. Down the back straightaway. And almost just not clear enough to cover Ward. Oh. Man, like Hastings ain't trying to push and doing everything he can to push that 48 around John Ward. Right now, Hastings pushing him sideways off of 4. Hastings to the outside line. Oh, that ain't going to work, boys. Whew. Barely got away with it. Still 3 wide. Not sure how many more times Hunter Hastings is going to like that. You're right on board with the 48. Right now, getting a great look at the Diet Mountain Dew number 5 of Hastings. Right now, you see Millicar, Corbett, Ward. They've all jumped up to the outside lane. Right now, biggest movers of the race so far. Ward up 6 spots. Justin Johnson up 5. McCullough up 5. They're your biggest movers of the race so far tonight. Aerial coverage live from the Raging Giddy at Blink Cam. I mean, you get the action here. You really see how that outside lane really does work in the middle lane for the most part. See the run they get down the back straightaway as you lose McCullough in sight. Starting to be outdone. Here comes MMS yet again on the bottom. Richard Elliott. Justin Johnson joined by Savage. Well, Danny Barnes will jump to the middle lane. By 2 for the first time tonight. Richard Elliott going to try to take the lead away from John Ward. They fade up the racetrack yet again. Ward and Corbett's going to get caught in the middle. Craighead down to the middle along with Hastings now. Third lane immediately dissipates. It's enough to give Ward enough to get down in front of Richard Elliott to cover that bottom lane. Right now, John Ward's been out front for 8 laps so far tonight, the most out of any driver. Only 2 official lead changes. That will go to Ward and Millicar. And right now, the pole sitter, Justin Millicar, from the front row to right now running 10th. Sean Corbett to the lead. Right now, you see, he is pushing Craighead for all he's worth. 26 to go. It's only going to get more physical. Now, I'm surprised Karen not trying to dive to the bottom right there, trying to cover Corbett for the split second he had. Going to be 25 to go. And get to the line. Because Barnes up the middle. Getting a run from the Savage now. At the line, give it to Corbett. Will he hit second lap of the race tonight? 25 to go. Right now, Dega Pros occupies the top and middle lane, or the bottom and middle lane. Right now, MMS directly behind them in both lanes with Elliott and Danny Barnes on the bottom and middle lane. Corbett with that run. Down the back straightaway. For the first time in a while, Danny Barnes out front at Talladega. Right now you're getting a bumper full of Joy Savage, who will fade up to the outside lane. Gonna try to make something happen. Now you got to deal with John Ward. And really here you'll see the outside lane. If they can materialize the run, there it is. Following Danny Barnes all the way down the back straightaway. So that's how you use the outside of the middle lane, and it's actually Savage going to be able to get clear, Corbett not. With Corbett back to the lead, Ward and Savage will complete Dega Pro 1-2-3 at the line, followed by Richard Elliott and Cameron Craighead, the top 5 as they stand. The drivers who have kind of flown under the radar for most of tonight. Of course, Danny Barnes earlier in the race, really didn't see much of him. Saw him trying to make moves to the front, but now actually within the top 5. Another one right now running back in the 9th spot. Justin Johnson, last car in the bottom lane. Quiet night for the driver of the 82. Had a great run going last night in HGR. Came undone. And right now, Johnson, I think all he wants right now is a chance just to make it to the end of the race. To have one chance at that, the white flag's all you can ask for. Not the only one that's good who does not have a win at MMS or HGR. Well, be a hell of a night if Johnson could break through that barrier. At least on the broadcasting side of things, doesn't have a win. Well, time will tell with 21 to go. Right now, the field working on a 16-lap stint since the last caution. John Ward will cover the 48 of Craighead, go right back down to the bottom. Then Ward back out front. Savage up to that third lane, makes a little bit of contact with the wall in that 64. Bit of an aggressive move. Joey's part, not sure what the case was there. Regardless, he'll get away with it this time. 2-car separation from the pack, Ward and Corbett. Well, halfway down, halfway to go in the first of 2 races tonight. Of course, the main event still to come. Regular MMS immediately following the conclusion of this race. Be right here live on the Raging Idiot Racing Network as Joey Savage and Danny Barnes jumps out to the outside lane. But Savage immediately back down. He has not heard a lot out of 64 neither tonight. It's led a little bit, but not officially. He'll get that chance at the line, so will Danny Barnes. Barnes has actually led 1 lap so far tonight, looking to make it 2. Joey Savage will add his name to the list of different leaders tonight. Half the field has officially led a lap. And everybody in the top 4 right now makes up that list of 5. They'll spread out again. Spread out, immediately getting the rub. Look at Ward and Savage now, immediately trying to open up a gap, trying to get out ahead. Get out of Dodge, really let it be between them. It'll be 19 to go or 18 to go at the line. Crunch time coming up, so is the pit stop. So of course, we'll actually pull up the data for that. Raging Gate Racing Network pit strategy. report. Right now, 19 lap run, all except Richard Elliott. He could go a lap further if he needed to and or wanted to, as the field works down the back straightaway. Ward said they get about 13 gallons. That'd be enough to make it a one-stop race, and I still firmly believe it is a one-stop race. Just always the big question, when? When would a pit stop happen? Right now, Danny Bars will officially become the biggest mover of the race. 8 positions gained from the start of the race. From where he started, right now leads. Well, won't stay like that for long. You see Ward already battling back with Corbett now. Richard Elliott, McCullough, Johnson in on the outside lane. Well, the way I see it, 15 to go. Crunch time's about to happen. Either they're going to start getting ready for the pit stops, and or they're going to just try to make it. I don't think they can make it. Actually, I think it's highly unlikely that anybody can make it right now. So I think once you get on off pit road, then the race will be on. The key thing is getting on and off pit road. John Ward, fast lap of the race, lap 20. A 47, 175, almost in the 46 range. But the key to winning a race like this, or really any MMS, HGR, PGR type of race, getting on and off pit road without issues, is more than just making a pit stop without speeding or anything like that. Distance matters to the drivers you're pitting with. Entry of pit road matters. Exit of pit road matters. Anything matters on getting to pit road, because if you come in a car length or 2 car lengths out on pit road, the race is done. You're going to lose the draft. Pit stop's going to be terrible. And it just sets you up for pretty much just end your race right in there unless the caution comes out. Well, telltale sign, the pit stop's coming up. They've all got single filed out, and they all started migrating to the bottom. Within this lap or the next 5, we ought to see drivers coming in. Nobody this time. Well, it'll be a 24-23 for Richard Elliott lap run so far. Well, this will be it. When they do come in, this is going to be it. Right now, it'll be 12 to go in there to get back to the start-finish line. Here comes Ward. Ward, Masavich, Justin Millicar in this time. Millicar locked up the tires. No harm, no foul. They are in. Oh, well, we are going to pull up the track map and show you right where the drivers are still running. The drivers faded out, or their numbers faded out, are the ones on pit road right now. You also had the pit stop ticker at the bottom of the screen showing you exactly where they are as far as pit road goes, and you see 7.6 for John Ward, and they are back out. As here comes the rest of the field. Justin Johnson overshoots the pit and in the grass. What I just say about getting on and off pit road the best you can. Let's look at the top of the screen as well. Justin Miller car did not have the best of pit stops, and it goes right back to what I was saying about distance between the drivers that you enter with. Well, there's Ward. The Miller car right at the top of the screen, just a little blip. Right now you see Cameron Craighead, Hunter Hastings, Sean Corbett, Kevin McCullough, all of them already out. And Ward didn't go ahead. Hedestein down by straightaway. There it is. Hey, got them a set of goodbyes on that car. By the end of it, John Ward, Joey Savage, 1 and 2, Cameron Craighead, Hunter Hastings, Sean Corbett, Kevin McCullough, Danny Barnes. The top 7. Elliott and Miller car, both 5.5 or 6.5 seconds off the front runners. 10 to go. And when they catch Savage and Ward, game's on. Nine to go, and here comes the run with Corbett. And there's the move. Corbett to the outside with McCullough and Danny Barnes. Well, got Craighead and Hastings coming into the frame here, so 2, 4, 6, 7 drivers realistically with a chance to win it as long as there's not a caution. Right now, Corbett will lead the outside lane. Ward inside, jump up right behind him. 8 to go. Corbett's kind of in no man's land. His 2 teammates right now are 6th and 7th, but Ward Savage, and he is surrounded by MMS in the form of Kenneth and Danny Barnes. Kenneth McCullough, that is. Well, you also got the wild factors of Cameron Craighead, Hunter Hastings, been working together all night tonight. At least this race goes. Barnes ducks to the bottom lane. McCullough wanted to go. Wyndham hesitated, allowed Corbett to drop down and block the run. Corbett going to run the middle lane. Barnes going to drop all the way to the back here. Bit of a more even playing field. 7 to go. We're right on board with the driver to 45, Sean Corbett. Well, notice how he's running this line here. Not solely running the 3rd lane specifically. Someone's caught that in the 4th lane. Kind of straddling both lanes, so if they try to make a run, he can see it, try to block it a little bit. 6 to go at the line. Right now, McCullough riding right in his footsteps. Here comes Ward and Savage on the bottom. Well, the race is on now. 5 to go when they get back to the line. Ward and Savage feel like now's the time to get to the front. Corbett had a chance to block it. He does not. Well, big picture here is getting Dega Pro 1, 2, 3. That's the big picture here. Five to go. Oh, and there goes Massage and McCall in the wall. Man. God almighty. Massage hit the inside wall hard, and the night ain't done, but just got a lot worse. Kevin McCall and meatball damage along with Joey Savage. Both of them will have to come to pit road and use their fast repair. Massive damage to that 64 machine. And we're under caution. Just like that. Let's take a look at it. Craighead pushing. Just gets off centered. Bam, hard into the wall. For a Savage. And bam. Take a look at it one more time. Well, it's really the 48. He's dancing across the 64 bumper. Shot right there. Bam. Gonna give him another shot here in a minute. Bam. Doesn't get off on, gets off centered, and from there just. At that point, what more can you do? Ryan Borman, Kenny McCullough through this. I can tell you, that's not how McCullough wanted to start the night. In a very similar situation like this last night and walked away third. Last but not least, Danny Barnes is on board. It didn't even go. Well, Danny, of course, Barnes did not lift, and Craighead and McCullough will be in this time. Corbett stays out along with Ward and Barnes, everybody else in the pits. Well, Rashawn Corbett trying to return to victory lane yet again. Start October off right for him. John Ward looking to go 2 in a row tonight. Danny Barnes, like Corbett, looking for another win, as is Hastings, Craighead, Millicard, Joey Savage wanting to return to victory lane. Kim McCullough as well. Richard Elliott, Justin Johnson. Well, 2 to go. And we'll be going to overtime. We'll rewrite the field for this overtime attempt. Sean Corbett, John Ward, Degapro 1 and 2, Danny Barnes, Hunter Hastings, 3rd and 4th, Millicar, Elliott 5th and 6th, Savage, McCullough 7th and 8th, and Craig Kent and Justin Johnson rounds out the field. Excuse me. Well, all right, Corbin and Ward. Ward not going on the restart. 2 to go at the line. Right now, Ward, Hastings, Savage down the back straight away. Elliott, McCullough, and Craig Hill will jump up with them. Richard Elliott, McCullough said, screw this. We'll take the middle lane, try our chances here. Craig Hill back up to the top side. Well, John Ward will see the white flag if he makes it back to the line. Craig Hill off the wall yet again. Getting a hell of a push by Hastings. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Well, Ward right now going to hold that outside lane. It's going to take Hastings and Craig Hill both. I don't think Mr. Savage would leave Ward. Didn't leave him last night. Worked their way down the back straightaway. Nobody able to formulate the run yet. McCullough and Elliott ducks out of line. Here's where Hastings would go if he wanted to. McCullough and Elliott down to the bottom of the racetrack. Off of 3 and 4 to start finish line. Not in the tri-oval, but past it. Craig head to the middle. Sees no favor in it. Through the tri-oval for the final time. Ward, Hastings, Savage. Net coated behind, wrecking behind. At the line. I can't call it. John Ward, what we're getting, 29 hundredths of a second. Man. We'll go to iRacing actually for the official word. 27 hundredths of a second will be the difference tonight. Ward, Hastings, Savage, Craig Hill, Millicar, the top 5. John Ward, the second straight win. One last night, one tonight. Second straight day that he has won. Boy, John Ward burns it down. Remainder of the field. Kevin McCullough 6th, Richard Elliott 7th, Corbett Barnes and Justin Johnson will round out the field of 10 tonight. When John Ward burns it down, we'll look back at the finish. Well, Hastings did everything perfect, waited to the last moment that he could to pull out. Maybe just a hair too late because at the line, John Ward, and we've seen this move before. And that is what 29 hundredths of a second looks like. John Ward, second straight night with a win. Starting to feel good again, ain't it?
Yes, sir, it is, man.
Well, take me through it. Slow, methodical race throughout the night. And really, positioning at the end, it seemed like nowadays, like really, as long as you got a teammate or allies behind you and a good team to run with, you always got a chance at these things. For you, Savage, pushing you yet again to a win. Can we expect the same thing tonight if the roles are reversed?
Yeah. We'll work together for sure. Yeah, it was a good race there. Me and Joey, we worked together really well. The pit stop, we short pitted them one lap early, and we got a jump on them there. We had about a second and a half, and we were trying to hold up there, but you can't hold that big pack off. But yeah, me and Joey, we worked together good there, and we were definitely he was pushing. If Hunter was behind me. If he knew he jumped out, Joey was going to pull right up to me. So.
Well, I wanted to ask you, gray-white checkered attempt, how nerve-wracking is it really to be close to it and then you got to restart all over again? Does it kind of work the nerves a little bit, or is it just you kind of expect it in the back of your mind?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know because you can't push the whole time. It's kind of warm out here, 90 degrees track temp. So, you can't really push without getting oil hot for the whole 2 laps. So you can't, you got to ease up at some point. So it does make it nerve wracking. You do want to try to get up high on the high side, and hopefully they don't get a big enough surge. And luckily they were all fighting back there, and Hunter done a good job of staying. He took care of himself, staying in line and pushing me. He didn't jump out at all because that would have slowed us down. But yeah, pretty much just held the top, and Joey was behind there. He was waiting for anything to happen, and it was pretty much teamwork there at the end. I know it looks easy, but it's a lot that goes into it in these races, especially on a green-white checkered.
Well, buddy, last question, because I know we got one more to go to. It's probably been delayed for us here, but does everybody want to thank night friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank you for the broadcast. I want to thank the good Lord up above. Wasn't for him, it wouldn't be none of us doing this or anything. I want to thank HGR for putting it on, James, everything he does, Jimmy Crow, Kenny had actually done the race, but for the donator series and all, we're doing a wonderful job. We ain't got many drivers, but the racing is really good and really clean. Hopefully we can get more drivers to come out. Just thank everybody part of Talladega Pros and Joey, my teammate there, Joey. We ran pretty good. Just 2 of us tonight.
All right, buddy. Second straight night in a row, John Ward will get a win. And who knows, next time we're live, might be 3 in a row. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job.
You got it. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, sir. Well, that being said, Hunter Hastings, I got one question for you. Was there anything you felt like you could have done different, or were you practically in no man's land at this point? Try this one more time. Hunter Hastings, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy? We'll give him a minute to get things situated. While we do, Joey Savage, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Copy, buddy.
I got you.
Well, buddy, we're going to make this a little quick here because we all got one more race we got to go to tonight. But I do want to ask you, one of these days, Ward's going to push you to another win, isn't he?
I'm sure he will. If we end up in a situation where I'm out front, I have no doubt he'll return the favor. I'm putting in my lumps now.
Well, I got to ask, it was a hell of a night for the Ancient World Gaming's Ford Mustang. Walk out of here tonight leading 4 laps up front the majority of the night. Really? What's really, with this type of car track combo, we see some drivers able to outshine more than others. What is it about this car that you feel like gives you the advantage to kind of run at the front the majority of the night? Or does it more or less boil down to teamwork, communication between you and Ward and Corbett and all them, whoever your teammates are on that given night? Really, what gives the 64 so much consistency when it comes to these types of races?
Yeah, having the right teammates around you, having good guys you can trust, absolutely helps every time. And that doesn't even matter what the car is. But for these things, it is so much about knowing where the air is and how it's affecting all the cars and how the other cars can try to work it on you. And being confident in your pushes, confident in where your car is, and confident with the people around you. So it really comes down to experience and just studying the air and getting your reps in.
Well, buddy, I will. Last 2 questions before I let you head out here. As far as tonight goes, how will you summarize the night for the 64? It'll be a Dega Pro 1 and 3 for the top 5. But ultimately, how do you summarize the night for the 64? And last question, just go and get it out there too. Is there anybody want to thank Night Friends, family sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I'd summarize it as a success. We started out a little shaky, but we were getting our grounding and figuring out the people around us. Got out front when it mattered, got wrecked, and then found our way back up and got linked up and ran away. Got to thank Ancient World Gaming, all of our partners, but more importantly, we're going to be on the hood. Ancient World Gaming is going to be on the hood of Brayton Laster, the 06 Arca Menards car, at Toledo Arca's season finale tomorrow on FS2 at 4 p.m. So be sure to tune in and check us out and support the One Pizza Man on Twitter. He's doing it the right way. Not coming in with a big pocket of money, but just working hard, putting his nose to the grindstone and getting it done, satisfying his dream of racing. He's an inspiration. I've been working with him for a couple of years now. So go out, support him, check out the race, check out our sponsor on the car.
All right, buddy. Will do. Remind me of that.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
FS2, 4 p.m., the 06 car.
4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank God I got Sling for this, but enjoy my Savage. We'll walk out of here finished in 3rd. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you again after this next one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. With that being said, we all still got one more to go, so I'm going to breeze through this here pretty quick. At the end of it, John Ward's your winner tonight for MMS Donators Series. Hunter Hastings, Joey Savage, Cameron Credit Kid, Justin Millicar, top 5. Kenna McCullough, Richard Elliott, Sean Corbett, Danny Barnes, and Justin Johnson rounds out the field tonight. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll return tonight for regular MMS. Bigger field, bigger stars, and drivers trying to make a name for themselves and everybody in between. Be live in about 5-10 minutes tops. Until then, everybody, take it easy.